There are so many fun things about exploring beyond Transformers. From discovering a brand new toy line overseas that I've never heard of before that recaptures all the joy and fun of the toys I grew up with, to sharing obscure toy lines with you guys I've known about for years that bring me love, that I hope will bring love to you too, to discovering old toy lines I played with as a kid and go, oh yeah, I remember that one, and that whole level of nostalgia. But today I get to share with you a very rare joy in Beyond Transformers. This almost never happens. Today I'm going to share with you my discovery of a toy line I've never heard of before that was there when I was a kid. In 1984 in America on the toy shelves, this was there and I never saw it. And this is my first time ever really looking into it. The whole reason I even know about this toy line is because I found an eBay listing with a bunch of unsold stock. So of course I bought it and it's here. And we're going to unpackage it today. We're going to learn all about Moto-Bot by MC Toys, a toy line I've never heard of before. Man, if you have, you may need to enlighten me a little bit. I did do a little bit of research in advance because I'm way too excited about this. I'm going to open the package on camera and discuss with you what I see. But thanks to theliberator.net, a really great resource for obscure toy lines, I do know quite a bit about Moto-Bot now. I know that it was first created in 1983. I know that it was continuing up through 1998 in some form or another. I know that it was distributed through many different companies to many different countries. And I've learned a couple of other things on top of that as well. A few surprises that even theliberator.net couldn't tell me much about. For example, one of them is a GoBot. An actual GoBot, only better. They made an improvement to it that I want to show you today. I'm excited about that. Other ones feel like they're heavily inspired by, or possibly even kit bashes of GoBot toys, which is an interesting mystery to me because GoBot started in 1983 as well. So I can't imagine that Bandai gave the distributing rights to Tonka and said, here, make the GoBots, while also offering the rights to Hong Kong-based MC Toys distributed in the United States at the same time. More likely, I'm guessing that MC Toys wasn't actually ripping off the GoBots, but was in fact ripping off the original Japanese toy line, Machine Robo, which GoBots was an American adaptation of. And maybe because they were Hong Kong-based, copyright laws didn't translate the same. I'm not quite sure. What I do know is, at the same time that GoBots were for sale in the United States, sometimes on the same toy shelves, you had these toys that either were GoBots or were very close to GoBots in very similar packaging, and I find that fascinating. Now, some of these are very different. They're not GoBots. In fact, I think they might be original designs. Others are not so original, but it's going to be a really fun exploration of a toy line I've never heard of before, and I'd be curious to hear in the comments whether you have either. Heck, maybe some of you grew up with these. So let's open up the package and take a look at some never before opened old stock Moto-Bots and other toys as well from 1983 and 1984. Well, let's get to it. I don't often do unboxing videos, but man, this was too much of an opportunity not to put on camera. I kind of really want to savor this one forever. I don't often buy mint on card stuff. They're not really mint actually, but I don't buy sealed, boxed, or carded things. That's not my style. I don't buy big lots of old stock. This was just too good a deal and an opportunity to pass up, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's take a look at Moto-Bot. All right, here we go. Oh man, I can feel the history already. Check it out. First of all, the seller did a great job packaging. Let's start off with our little train dude. Now, he's not a GoBot. There was no GoBot that looked exactly like this, but he's a cool looking guy. This piece here is really distinct to Moto-Bot. What it is it's a little pullback motor that you can insert into the back of the robot to make him move forward when you rev him up. And if you follow the instructions back here, you'll see it's not that he's really part of the design. There's just a place to insert him in the back right here. And that's going to make him move. I think you can do it in vehicle mode as well. It's trying to say it's just an added little motor. It's a simple thing, just a little fun gimmick that the other toy lines were not doing. By the way, check out that packaging. That is so GoBots. So GoBots. They clearly knew, even if they got their licensing, if they were licensed at all, from the original Machine Robo toy line overseas in Japan, they knew which toy line they were ripping off. And by the way, what was it with this little grid horizon background thing that was so distinct with Transformer robot toys? Because Transformers had that too. This version of it is just way more GoBots. Continuing on, next up we have... This is... Well, that's a funky looking one. This is... Pickup. Pickup is right... No, is that Pickup? Yeah, this is Pickup right here. And the way you can tell is he has this little headlight rack that attaches onto him as an extra accessory. Pickup is interesting. Looks to be a unique design. His wheel placement is a very unique, interesting choice right there. That's what he transforms into. You can see some inspiration in this one. He feels derivative of a couple of GoBots. Most specifically, that it looks like it's Turbo's face. It's not Turbo's face, but it feels inspired by it pretty heavily. And again, he has this little rev up module that attaches as well. Funky design. You know, as a kid, I probably would have thought this looked too awkward, too silly. As an adult, it's so derpy, I kind of love it. Like, I'm really a fan of this guy. Once again, this card back actually shows us who all the characters are. Moto-Bot. Vehicle robot units are here. Disguised as everyday vehicles, each Moto-Bot becomes a robot at your command. Every Moto-Bot is powered by a pullback motor for action-packed excitement. And you can see what the full line, at least in 83 and 84, looked like. Because that's when this one would have been from. Pullback power unit. Interchangeable power unit motorizes both the vehicle and robot versions of Moto-Bot. Just mount the power unit and pull back until it clicks. Then release. 1984, Intex Recreation Group was the original American distributor for this company. I think they distributed in Canada as well. Really cool. I really like this guy. You just don't see toys quite this awkward and derpy anymore. It's throwback. It's fun. All right, next up, we have... Okay, here's another in the line of derpy fun. This guy feels a little bit like Buggy Man from GoBots. Again, with a face inspired by Turbo. You can tell it's not Buggy Man. This is a unique design. Seems to be, at least. Certainly not a GoBot. But it's funky. It's kind of fun. And again, please notice just how much this card back clearly looks like it's inspired by the GoBots. Anyway, we have an identical card back, at least the top part here. And then down here we see how this guy transforms, who is called Four-Wheel Drive Vehicle. It's not quite as creative as Buggy Man, but it'll do. Again, that's from 1984. Long Beach, California. Who thought they were ever distributing toys out there? Oh, here's the one I really want to talk about. Check this out. That is Dumper from the GoBots, guys. I'm sorry, that's him. Now, if this were the GoBots or Machine Robo version, there'd be a little chest plate piece right here. But otherwise, that's definitely him. On a card back that clearly is trying to rip off the GoBots, even though this would have been based on the original Japanese Machine Robo, Moto-Bot knew who they were ripping off clearly when they did this. It's amazing they got away with this. I guess because it was a Hong Kong company manufacturing in Macau. Is that how you pronounce that? Macau, I think. Anyway, the point being they weren't American-based, but I'm still amazed they were able to get away with this. Obviously, if you're a GoBots collector, the one bonus here, what this guy has that the original Dumper does not have, is the little the rev-up module, the power module right here. It's a cool little add-on to make this guy superior in some respects. But, I don't know, if you're a GoBot collector, this is kind of a must-have. And Dumper's one of my favorite GoBots, to be honest. The back is the same, again. This is confusing, by the way. Z, up there, that was just a sub-brand by the manufacturer to indicate that this was an import toy. It's still being made by Intex Recreation Corporation in Long Beach. It's still, the company distributing it is still, the company making it is still MC Toys back in Hong Kong. But it's a Z toy because Intex is importing it. That's all there is to it. Thanks again to theliberator.net for all this information. They really are an amazing online resource for these kinds of obscure transforming toy lines. I appreciate them so much. This one is not a mystery to me. This is a converter. And converters I do remember from my childhood. This just happened to be in the batch. It doesn't quite fit. You know, converters for me were, they were sort of the cheaper toy line you went to if you couldn't find anything more exciting. I think all of my friends had the bird one. But this one's made of die-cast metal, which is unusual for the converters line. I believe all the converters were adaptations of Japanese robot toys. They weren't original designs, but I have no idea where this guy comes from. He's not a machine robot, to the best of my knowledge. He's definitely not Diaclone or Microman. So I'm not sure where he comes from. Curious if we can make out what this label says. Oh, KB Toys. That's retro right there. So this comes together now. I wonder if these are all old stock from a KB warehouse of some sort, because I've read that Moto-Bot, for at least part of its run, was exclusive to KB and Toy Liquidators. So maybe that's where all this came from, possibly. Oh, this is a later Moto-Bot release. See the Maisto label there? These would have been done in the 90s, much later on. Same toy designs, different colors, different cardstock. This one is the same as one that we saw earlier on. This is the four-wheel drive guy, who looks a little bit like Buggy Man, just in different colors, different release. To get back the original again, to put them side by side, it's the same toy. I like the new colors better. Yeah, so this one would have been made by Intex in '84. This one was made by Maisto. A motorized robot disguised as a vehicle. Change it from one to the other. I think there's a period missing there somewhere. Anyway, on the back, there's his instructions for how he works. Same old slogan, Moto-Bot vehicle robot units are here, disguised everyday vehicles. Each Moto-Bot becomes a robot at your command. We've done this already. Here's the new lineup in the 1990s. We now have some sort of motorcycle guy here. We have a new car over here. Everything else is just a repaint of what was already there. And check that out, 1994. I cannot believe this company was around putting these toys on the shelves in 1994, and I missed it. I just did a video about how in the 1990s, vehicle-to-robot transformers were really, really hard to come by. Link above. There weren't many of them out there. I was looking everywhere for toys like this and never saw this. So I don't know where it was being sold, if they had an exclusive partnership with KB and Toy Liquidators or some other place, but I would have loved these in the 90s. And I'm really mad I never saw them. And here comes, I believe, our last one. Robo-Tron was also an MC toy release. This one was distributed by Buddy L, though, which surprises me, because I thought I knew what Buddy L released in the 80s, and I didn't know about these. By the way, I'm going to do another Buddy L Transforming Robot toy relatively soon. That's coming up. But this is still MC Toys. They're still the ones who designed this. They're still the ones who manufacture this. Buddy L is just distributing this. And you can see that's Child World is where this came from. Children's Palace. It was $2.86, guys. They marked it down to $1.90. That's quite a deal. You got to go for that, right? I'm pretty sure this is an original design, too. It feels very much like Turbo from GoBots. It's not. Actually, I kind of wonder if it's more based upon Road Ranger from GoBots. It has a bit of a feel of that as well. Ooh, we've got a full color back. Check this one out. I don't think that suffocation warning was for this. Changeable robots that are motorized. In all galactic lore, there is no story as tragic and hard-fought as that of the twin princess of the rival moons of the planet Robo-Tron. Where was this cartoon growing up? Exiled by their parents, the Emperor and Empress. Each prince was to rule his own moon, with the most successful ruler eventually becoming the new Emperor of Robo-Tron. But one of the princesses chose evil and destruction as his means to power, and set out to destroy the good prince. Join this interplanetary combat with these evil forces in good force robot vehicles that change from robots to motorized vehicles. Collect all 8 Robo-Trons to create your own galactic adventures. Buddy L, way to go with the background lore. This is cool. So let's see what we got here. Here's our whole list They actually have names too. Turbo, Gastron, Load-Tron, Trash-Tron, Track-Tron, Locotron, Autotron, Drag-Tron. Here's our instructions, full color. And this is 1984 too? Because this is how funny. That's a way cheaper looking toy and a way more impressive package where somebody actually wrote out a storyline. The presentation's so much better. The toy is so much junkier. Oh, there's his face right there. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I was all ready to be done, but there was one more, a giant one, all the way at the bottom, hidden in the packaging. This is a Mega Moto-Bot. That guy is freaking huge and gorgeous. What is he? I don't know. Wow. It's a lot more quality right there in the presentation. This is his trailer, apparently. This is an impressive toy. Mega Moto-Bot vehicle robot units are here. Disguised, same blurb, isn't it? Yep, it is. So these are the different trucks they have. I wonder what made this toy line mega. Just the size and the quality of parts? It's got the rev-up component as well, and a trailer. This is 1985, so this is a year after the original 83, 84 releases, and it's a nicer toy, you can tell. Same presentation, nicer toy. Super cool. Well, I can't leave well enough alone. I gotta open one of these guys. You know, I know I bought all this old stock mint on card. I should save it. I should collect it. I should display it. Guys, I got into this because I love playing with my toys. I gotta open one of these, and this one right here, he is just begging to be opened. He is calling my name. So let's do this. Let's see how he works. I am opening him for the first time, guys. I have never practiced this transformation. I don't know what I'm getting into. So wish me luck. Let's open this guy and see what he's all about. Pressure's on. Ooh, that's not going to lift off nicely, is that? I was hoping I could preserve the back of the card, but this thing is not going to let me do that. Hurts to open up this mintiness, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Inside, ooh, brand new. This does not feel like it's been sitting around for years. There's been no dust to gather. Here's the trailer, and it looks brand spanking new. Of course, it doesn't open. It's one big hunk of hollow plastic, but it's painted nicely. It's got that little silver chrome finish. This is cute. Oh, it has a little, oh, that's cute. That swings out right there. That's adorable. We have the little rev-up component right here. You know, it's funny. I don't remember Moto-Bot at all, but I swear I've seen these before. I swear I've seen these. So, I don't know. Maybe I did have one. Maybe my dumper when I was growing up was actually the Moto-Bot version. Could be. Okay, here comes the big robot, and he's even more gorgeous out of his blister package. Look at that. Really look at that for a second. That's exceptional. He is gorgeous. I don't care if he doesn't transform well. The presentation on this alone, I mean, look at that blue diecast. That is just shining and gleaming, and the paint job is precise and well done. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. He doesn't stand very well. I think maybe if I put on the rev-up piece, yeah, that's what's going to do it. I'm not quite sure how this goes, but I'm guessing it's got to be, oh, I see. I think it locks in like this right here. Yep, that's it. So now, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. It could be the surface doesn't really work well for it. It wants to go, but it's not going to go. That's all right. Maybe if I'll try it down here where there isn't a little extra surface. Or it could just be this thing is so freaking old, it doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to anymore. Hard to say. Let's zoom in a little bit more and try and figure out the transformation, shall we? All right, I'm a little nervous here. I don't want to break a vintage toy I got on card, mint condition. Don't want to be that guy. So this is clearly going to push in. Oh, that's actually cool. This doesn't push in. The entire top piece pushes out to sort of meet it part way. It's not doing it all the way. Now it is. Maybe is that as far as it goes? Okay, maybe that's as far as it goes. Oh, I see. Before we do that, God, I'm a little nervous doing this, guys. I already broke one toy on camera for you guys, and I want to break another one. Link above for the time I did break a toy, if you want to see that. Hopefully it won't be this time. This is, these joints are a little stubborn after all this time. Is there something, am I supposed to remove this piece? Aha! That comes off. That's why I was having problems. So now, oh, that works perfectly. This is going to work a lot better. These joints still are a little stubborn after all these years of inactivity, but it went. We're going to remove the rev up piece for now. It's going to move in a bit. I think the rev up piece now would go. It's just going like, no, it doesn't seem right. Oh, you know what? I get it. If we still do the rev up the same way. No, that looks terrible. That can't be it. Maybe, no. All right, we're just going to say. Oh, I see it. There must be something that happens here. All right, so if you see these grips and these grips here are supposed to pick up on those prongs right there. But we got to get this little guy out of the way to do that. I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen. Aha. If we go back to his original leg configuration, this might be able to. No, it's still not going to slide in. Well, I don't want to risk breaking this thing today, so we are going to just not do that exactly right, okay? We're going to put this back the way it was. We'll put this here. It should snap in better than that, but I'm not quite sure how to make it do that. One more try. I'm feeling a little courageous. Let's see if we can angle this in, okay? Oh, we can. There it is. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay. We have a truck bottom. Now, the weird part is that works as a truck on its own. So I guess the extra trailer is a gimmick. Oh, let's add the smokestacks, of course. Didn't think to do that. It's a better use for the smokestacks than Optimus Prime, don't you think? Optimus Prime just sort of hang out on the side. This actually becomes a meaningful part of the toy and the transformation. I like that. We'll zoom in a little bit better at this point. This trailer, I'm a little worried it's not going to. How is that going to? It just covered. Oh, it just covers up the other part. Okay. We're just hiding the other trailer underneath. A little lazy. But for a budget toy, for a little discount budget toy, that would have cost, what, maybe $3 back then? That's not bad. And the detail is really first rate. I mean, this is a gorgeous truck mode. And here's the other fun part, guys. I don't think I would look at this and ever suspect it was a Transformer. It doesn't give off any clues that's what it is. It looks so well done as a toy truck, which is rare in a Transform robot toy. The presentation is really first rate. I'm going to transform it back one more time just to make sure I can do it. So again, this is just going to sort of go off on its own. Really, I know better or worse than Optimus Prime's trailer. It just sort of goes off to the side and disappears. We will pull that out. Pull the little extra motor out. Actually, let's put the motor back where it belongs. Is that the way we do it? No, it was this thing. There we go. That's the correct way to do it for robot mode. I love that the body goes down instead of the head. Oh, but you know what? Got to remove this first. Forgot. All right, move the body down instead of the head. Put that piece there, and we have a really beautiful robot design. Look at that guy. Man, that's super Moto-Bot. Moto-Bot toys, guys, I would never argue they're the best, but that's pretty good. Not every Beyond Transformers experiment is a successful one. Not every foray into eBay with mystery lots works out well. But in this case, wow! Total success all around. Whether I was looking for crazy new variants of toys I already know, or derpy new designs that are just goofy and fun and different, or a brand new old design I can really be excited and proud to display. Moto-Bot's been good to me today. This lot was good to me today. If you have any thoughts about these toys, please comment below. Whether it's to say, cool toy, or even you're way off base and here's why. I love hearing from you. It's the best part of this job, so please talk to me. Share your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. It helps our channel immensely. We greatly appreciate it. Spread the word, spread the joy. If you're looking for more content, check out our other playlists. Whether you're looking for Spinner Rack Redux, where we talk about classic comic books of all kind. Just did an episode on the time that John Byrne killed Batman. That was a lot of fun. Classic Chiller Films, where we talk about old, creepy black and white horror films. Whether you're looking for the CCF In Depth podcast, really, really good conversation with my friend George and I. We have a blast. There's so much content to check out. And of course, if you're looking for a meaningful conversation, maybe more meaningful exchanges than what you get on a YouTube comment section, or heaven forbid, a Facebook group, come check us out at classiccomics.org, where you can meet some people who really actually want to get to know you as a human being. We have a tight-knit, small community. There's enough going on that there's something to see all the time, but we're small enough that you can get to know us and we can get to know you, and you can make some real friendships that last for life. classiccomics.org. We're not Olive Garden, but we are family. Check us out. Of course, keep checking out the videos and the channel. See you next time. Stay weird.